Hello, I'm here to introduce you to the Yalan project. The main purpose of the project is to reduce air pollution in Israel by using advanced parametric architecture. Air pollution is a general name for a condition in which chemicals and biological substances are added to the air and modifies the natural characteristics of the atmosphere, which can harm the health of humans, animals, and plants. In 2019, the World Health Organization defined air pollution as the greatest environmental threat to global warming. The air pollution status in the urban areas in Israel is 23.5 micrograms per square meter, more than twice of the maximum amount allowed by the World Health Organization. This statistic places Israel in 37th place out of the 38 developed countries of the OECD. Most of the air pollution in Israel is caused by emissions of gases from vehicles. While the average household emits about 14% of our air pollution, our vehicles are responsible for 38%. One of the main transportation routes in Israel is the Island Highway. Every day 750,000 vehicles pass through these highways, constituting 22% of all motorized traffic in Israel. Due to the growing pollution, I decided to design a roofing for Ireland. In the last decade, architectural firms have designed roofing solutions, but these were not built due to the volume and complexity of the project. Following this, the use of parametric design that characterizes the Sטודיו granted us new tools that makes it possible to overcome the complexity of the project. The parameters of the project are: prefabricated modular design for construction efficiency, creating a connection between the road edges, planning a new public and commercial area, and purification of air pollution in the island area. So let's go into the details. The first parameter is construction efficiency, and thereby I design a constructive grid of prefabricated concrete and iron that extends between the boundaries of the Island Highway. On both sides of the grid, attached aluminum panels that cut by CNC machine in the form of a waffle construction. Except for the unique organic form, the boards produce volume with varied height that make it possible to create planting areas, effective air filtration, and penetration of natural light. At the top of the road, I decided to produce urban community spaces by using the same parameter capabilities. This part leads us to the second parameter: the identification of the points that allow connection to the neighborhoods closest to the road, and layout of paths between them. The third parameter contains most of the visual design, by 4 stages. Creation of lawn and seating areas along the paths. Creating light and effective shading areas. Using the organic form to create planting areas for various plants. And the creation of trading pavilions. In this, we went through most of the project. We provided a unique driving experience and new public layer for cities close to the road, but how do we deal with air pollution in Israel? The fourth and final parameter answers the question. In 2005, an American company developed substance which called Prosolve 370E, or the smog eater. The special compound of the substance can assimilate on any surface, and with exposed to a small amount of moisture and air, the substance absorbs the smog. 1 unit of the smog eater can filter 0.52 micrograms of smog, which is equivalent to air pollution emitted from 74.8 vehicles. By divided the volume of the project versus the volume of 1 unit, and the amount of daily air pollution in Ireland versus the filtration capacity of the Prosolve 370E, we will get that 32% of the total volume of the project should contain the Prosolve in order to filter the air effectively. Based on these 4 parameters, I created a code that allows the planning of Ireland's complexity spaces and the ability to test different alternatives for many situations along the road. I hope you enjoyed the presentation. Thank you for listening.